Check it out. We got Opuntia Littoralis right here, also known as the coastal prickly pear or the California prickly pear, even though it's not native to California, but it's native to Baja California in Mexico. And as you can see, I brought over one pad, and now it's growing a whole bunch of pads, and I don't ever irrigate it. It's growing off of 2-3 inches of irrigation every year, and it has edible flowers, edible pads, edible fruits, and it's naturalized in California, like I mentioned, I think, and it's basically able to grow here even in the desert, while it's called the coastal prickly pear, right? And it's able to do all of this without very much water. That's why I think it has a lot of potential as a crop here in California. As you see, all these pads were recycled from gardens in LA and stuff, and little by little they've been growing. I think they're about 8 or 9 months old. Some pads came in kind of messed up and they're still even growing, but ones that came in a little bit nicer have just exploded, and now they're producing lots of return for me, right? Like, I'm able to sell the pads and the fruits this year. And by the way, if you need any Opuntia Littoralis pads, hit me up. If you just need just a few for your garden, or you need a bulk order for your farm, let me know. But yeah, the bees are loving it too. We got the bees over there in the corner, and they're pollinating all this field of Opuntia Littoralis and different Opuntias and Cereuses and other crap. But check it out. So I think this crop has a lot of potential for California, as I mentioned, because it can be farmed without any added irrigation. So you're not going to stress the aquifer. Sorry, these bees are distracting me. They're so cool. It's not going to stress the aquifer or put more pressure on surface water resources. And you can farm it if you're in coastal California, Northern California, Southern California, even inland California, like we're here in the Mojave Desert, right, where it gets down to in my particular area here in High Vista, it gets down to 18 Fahrenheit. We get some slight frost, slight snow. Every week there's probably 2-3 days of 20 to 40 mile per hour winds. So it's a really, really tough climate for these things to grow. We're at 3K feet elevation for reference, and these guys are excelling, fucking killing it. Look at all these. There's more flowering over there, and once they flower, you see the bees are on it pollinating it. I'm going to try to take a lot of these fruits and sell them and make jams and make fruit sales. But I'm going to keep a lot of the seed, because a lot of different Opuntias I have on the farm are going into bloom right now. So the bees that are pollinating are probably cross-pollinating and creating hybrids for me. So I got to plant a lot of that seeds and see what comes out. That's where a lot of those hybrids come out of. Usually you do that yourself so you could track it, but I don't really mind which ones are crossed. I just want to see what stuff comes out, and hopefully over time we create a super Opuntia that's great for the farm, right? Or just a bunch of new varieties that we can help give to different gardeners and farmers. But yeah, Opuntia Littoralis, really killer plant. Highly recommend it for cactus farmers and even for agave farmers. I'm farming a lot of agave in here, and my trap plant for the rodents is the cacti, because you can see this cactus here got bitten up by a rodent, and it's still able to grow really prosperously. But if a slight coring happens from some gophers on the agave, they're freaking done, right? So it's a great trap plant because they're more full of water and they're more drought tolerant than most agave. So they're going to be able to serve as that water source for those gophers, ground squirrels, even jackrabbits, although they'll put up a fence because they'll eat everything. But even if 1 or 2 get in on accident, then they'll probably go for the cactus over your agave, right? And it's better because these can even be eaten down on the ground and they'll come back, whereas the agaves, sometimes you'll have a 4 or 5-year-old agave coming and a gopher will kill it, right? So definitely cacti are great trap plants and stuff too. But yeah, Opuntia Littoralis, killer plant. Let me know if you need any too, but I would highly recommend planting any if you're trying to get into cactus farming in California or even around the world. It's a great Opuntia.